Okay, so this is a kind of a different video. So I wanted to comment first, just so you know, so it makes sense to you what happened. So I did a pedicure for this client, and she kind of, well, she had an issue with this toenail. Let me just make this maybe a little bit larger so you can see what's going on. So she had an issue with this toenail. So this toenail was damaged due to trauma. She does a lot of sports. So the toenail was damaged a while ago, because you can see healthy growth here. But she's like, well, it doesn't look too bad and it's still holding on, so maybe we can leave it. And I thought, you know what, it's okay. But I was as I was working and just cleaning the area and everything else, this nail was a little bit lifted. Too lifted for my liking, to be honest with you, because in this case what happens is when you are putting socks on or taking a shower, drying off your feet, this flake is loose, and two things happen. First of all, there is some moisture build up underneath, which is never really good. And second of all, if you catch this piece, it's just going to rip, and it's going to rip further, and sometimes it can even cause like bleeding and stuff, because you can really rip the nail. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, I would remove it. And she's like, okay. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So she's like, is it going to hurt when I'm wearing shoes? And I'm like, you know, two things usually happen. One is that the nail is totally separated, which I didn't think so. And because it was not thick enough, like it just looks different. And when it's totally separated, this area underneath, the skin underneath, is not really sensitive anymore because it is healed almost. So it's like a normal skin. It could be a little bit sensitive the first few days because it's just not used to, being out there, but usually it gets better. And I know from experience, I've done it to my own toes and stuff. Or sometimes what happens is because of the trauma, the nail did not grow out properly. And didn't grow out properly, and the way it was growing separated. So I said, when I remove this piece, sometimes there's like a film, like a skin underneath a little bit, or like a flake of a nail. So it does not mean that the nail is growing from underneath, which some people assume. It just means that it grew kind of layered or just not bonded properly. So I figured, you know what, let's just remove it and let's see how this nail looks, because I have a feeling once this was actually quite thickened. This line here shows that the nail was thicker here. That's why there is unevenness in the surface of the nail. So you can watch the rest of the video. So so I'm going to play everything because you can hear the speed of the electric file that I'm working with, which can be a little bit helpful. But you'll see me or you hear me talk Polish and stuff, so that's going to be kind of funny. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, okay? Bye. Jest pazurek.
Tak?
Czy jest taka błonka po prostu. Może nie będzie najgorzej. Lepiej jak się to usunie, bo wtedy nie ma takiego moisture build up. się odrośnie, mi się wydaje, jak jest tak wycięty. Mhm. Z tej strony bym też wycięła, bo jest taki pęknięty, jakby się łatwo może zerwać.
Okej.
No właśnie. No powinni. Okej, pazurek.